This is Patty Ford, and I want to thank you for joining me in Session C of the Toshiba Communications Basics course. As with all of our TTC courses, there are controls at the bottom of the screen that will allow you to stop or pause and restart the session. This course is designed to provide a high-level overview of basic communications theories and concepts in preparation for Toshiba product and technology courses. It is primarily designed for sales reps that are new to the communications industry, but still a good reminder for those of us that have been around a few years. There are many online tutorials on the internet for sales reps that want additional information in communications history, theory, local and long-distance practices, regulatory issues, and technologies. This section covers types of communication systems and their basic benefits. Key systems were typically used for small and medium-sized offices. These types of business phone systems use a central control unit called the Key System Unit, or KSU. It provides the features that are not available with ordinary telephones. Key systems were designed to reduce costs by reducing the number of lines previously required for comparable service by allowing employees to share access to the PSTN. All outside telephone lines must connect to the KSU, as well as all inside extensions. It's an efficient way to process voice calls that come into the company, calls placed within the company, and to provide access to connect outside to the PSTN. Key systems are often referred to in size or accommodation in an X configuration. For example, 8x16 or 8x16 is a configuration that has up to 8 central office lines coming into the system and supports up to 16 telephones or terminals. PBX, short for Private Branch Exchange, is a private telephone network used within a company. Like a key system, users of the PBX share a certain number of outside lines for making telephone calls external to the PBX. Most medium-sized and larger companies use a PBX because it's less expensive than connecting an external telephone line to every telephone in the organization. In addition, it's easier to call someone within the PBX because the number you need to dial is typically just 3 or 4 digits. Some companies manufacture their PBX systems to have more features than found in their key systems. The most flexible of the traditional telephone systems is a hybrid system. It can have the features of both key and PBX systems, and many times IP systems as well. Most PBX systems are also enhanced with other adjunct pieces of equipment that make the overall system more robust. For example, voice processing or voicemail, or call center or automatic call distribution, or ACD capabilities. Centrex, short for Central Office Exchange, is a managed network or hosted service provided by the local exchange carrier. It's a set of specialized business solutions, primarily but not exclusively for voice, where the equipment providing the call control and service function is owned and operated by the service provider, and therefore it's located at the service provider's premise, typically a central office. This diagram shows how an inbound Centrex call is processed with the incoming call routed from the public network through the Centrex common block to an individual Centrex extension. Centrex can be thought of as an outsourcing solution, and businesses have found that they do not like the fact that any new lines, changed or services, or moved phones have to require action by the service provider. An IP PBX is a traditional PBX system that's equipped with the appropriate software and IP network connections to allow customers to add IP telephones, IP endpoints, and IP trunks. IP enabling allows PBXs to support their customers' investments while migrating to an IP-enabled environment. This solution presents a cost-effective route to IP telephony where there's an existing substantial network infrastructure investment. IP PBX can function as a standalone telephony system supporting both IP and circuit switch connectivity, or can be networked into an IP system. The integration with data applications and simpler administration gives an IP-based PBX an edge over the traditional PBX. IP Centrex includes all of the benefits of Centrex services, but with more features than traditional Centrex service provides, and is a popular type of hosted service today, and it comes under a variety of registered names. Unlike traditional Centrex services, IP-based services are built using open standards. Businesses can choose the standard base stations and components that meet their needs rather than having to use proprietary devices. IP-Centrex provides familiar telecommunication features such as hold, transfer, mute, caller ID, speed dial, direct dialing, those kinds of things, and enhanced features like built-in conferencing and call center capabilities, unified messaging, as well as traditional voicemail services can also be included. VoIP, or Voice over IP, or an IP system, is a category of hardware and software that enables people to use their LAN, WAN, and even the Internet as the transmission medium for telephone calls. This is done by sending voice as data in packets using IP rather than the traditional circuit transmission of the PSTN. One of the primary attractions for Voice over IP is its ability to help companies' expenses that have multiple locations. This allows telephone calls to travel over their data network rather than the phone company's network. IP telephony encompasses the full suite of telephony services enabled by VoIP, including the interconnection of phones, related services such as directories and dialing plans, and features such as conferencing, transfer, forward, and hold. IP communication involves a concept, another step, to include business applications that enhance communications to enable applications such as unified messaging, integrated contact centers, and rich media conferencing that combines voice, data, and video. There are a variety of telephone sets, each with their own characteristics. Toshiba sells proprietary digital phones and IP sets designed specifically to work with the Toshiba system. Your dealership may also sell non-proprietary SIP and analog phones, but the analog sets have to come from another manufacturer. As far as the Toshiba Digital, we typically sell the latest series, the Toshiba 5000 digital phones. They offer station users a number of useful features that are easy to access. The telephones provide a number of features including 4 to 12 soft keys for responding to extensive feature prompts, flexible buttons customized for each telephone to provide directory number, line, and feature buttons, hot dialing, so as soon as any dial pad button is pressed, a CO line or PDN is automatically selected to originate a call, adjustable button beeps, room noise sensitivity, and the availability to turn the handset call waiting tone on or off. IPTs, or IP telephones, that we're selling are the 5000 series IP phone. They support the same Strata CIX features as the digital phones, a very powerful feature set as compared to many other competitors' IP telephones. And in addition, the 5000 series IP telephones include 802.3 AF power over Ethernet compliancy. They're full duplex speakerphones, and they support 10, 100, and 1 gig data connections. After having reviewed this course in the 3 sessions, you should be able to define analog and digital communications, list types of access from the PSTN, explain proprietary versus standard devices, use the basic communications knowledge to attend Toshiba products classes and to sell our communication systems. Thank you for attending Session C of the Communications Basics course. This was the final session for this course.